Are you frustrated because your VR workouts aren't delivering results as fast as you hoped? After years of coaching clients using VR fitness, I've seen the same mistake holding people back again and again and again. So in this video, I'm going to show you the top 5 VR workout mistakes to avoid and exactly how to fix them so you can finally enjoy real progress without feeling stuck and overwhelmed. Let me start by showing you how one of my clients fixed just one simple thing that turned up to be a game changer for her weight loss journey. This is Kate. She's 54 years old from the US, and like most other VR users, she's shy and doesn't really want to be on camera, hence the cartoon Kate. But that's totally fine because her results will tell the story perfectly. Kate was also desperate to lose weight for her daughter's wedding. She'd been working out in VR for a few months and saw some initial weight loss, but for the past weeks, nothing had happened. No matter how many classes she did, the scale just didn't budge. So what most people tend to do in this situation is to increase the difficulty of the workouts, hoping that faster movements will just make a difference. But instead, I told her to do the opposite. Instead of going from advanced to expert, I asked her to step back and do an intermediate class. And when comparing the intermediate workout to her previous advanced sessions, Kate discovered something completely unexpected. Instead of having an easier workout, her average heart rate actually went up, and she burned more calories, and she told me that she could feel herself using parts of her body she haven't noticed before. What was going on? This is a mistake I see so many people make. So when the difficulty level in VR classes go up, the targets just start coming at you faster and faster and more often. This makes it really difficult to engage your entire body and maintain a good technique. Instead of driving her hips forward and punching with her core, bending her knees to get under those obstacles, Kate was just swinging her arms from side to side, barely using the rest of her body at all. So Kate's big change came when she allowed herself to slow down, focus on her form, and engage every large muscle in her body on every hit and duck. Just a few days after making this adjustment, she began noticing her body changing again, bringing her closer and closer to that goal weight for her daughter's wedding day. So if you ever felt stuck, just try grabbing your phone and filming yourself working out. And then watch it back and ask, are you moving more like a blow-up balloon man or a coordinated calorie-burning fighter? And this ties into another super common mistake so many VR users make, so let's fix that next. So what's more fun, being at the top or at the bottom of the leaderboard? I'm not even going to answer that because no one likes the feeling of losing. Leaderboards and scores are extremely powerful motivators that make VR fitness so unique. And one of the main reasons it's such an effective form of exercise. But it can also be what's holding you back. Even in her advanced workouts, Kate was getting a perfect streak and topping the leaderboard. She thought she was crushing every session, but in reality, she was only getting better at cheating the system. So even if a VR workout is designed to move your entire body, the games and the hardware just don't have the ability to track that you're doing it correctly. This makes it easy to cheat to get a better score. So just take a look at this example. It's the same exercise, but the round on the left scored a lot more points than the round on the right. So really, you need to ask yourself this. Is the goal to get more points or to improve your fitness? Because Kate quickly realized that although she loved the leaderboard, they encouraged her to use bad form and move in ways that not only hindered her fitness results, but could also cause injury. This is why I always recommend to my clients to turn off the leaderboards and instead just use their own previous scores as a motivation. But if you're guilty of this next mistake, it likely won't matter. So tell me if this sounds familiar. You haven't worked out for a while and you're finally struck with a motivation, and before you know it, the headset battery is drained and you've been sweating for over an hour straight. You feel amazing. Until the next morning, when putting on your pants feels less like an everyday task and more like an Olympic event. It's obvious that you need a rest day, or 3, or maybe even 10. If this is you, just don't worry, you are not alone. Over half of my clients have been guilty of the exact same thing. So here's the truth. When you haven't worked out for a while, soreness is normal. It's just a natural part of starting a new fitness program, and it will go away as long as you stay consistent. The good news is that there are ways to mitigate the impact and at least make it so that getting dressed the next day doesn't become a one-legged dance performance. So start slow. Complete a 10-minute moderate session and see how you feel the next day. Feeling like you can handle more is always so much better than feeling like you're in an all-night bar fight. Make sure you drink plenty of water and avoid alcohol, and make sure you're eating a balanced diet and consume enough calories for your body to recover from the workout, prioritizing whole foods and reducing processed foods as much as absolutely possible. And the next day, even if you're feeling a little stiff, try a gentle workout. You'll likely notice that you feel better as soon as you warmed up. And before you know it, you're less likely to be sitting on the couch and more likely to be making this next mistake. So most of us have a favorite VR fitness app, one that we seek out when we want a really good workout. And if you're like so many others, you've stuck with this app for a really long time. Problem is that the more you do something, the better you get at doing it. So this might sound like a good thing, but just like you don't get any smarter by solving that 3 + 3 equation over and over again, you're not going to get more fit by doing the same workout over and over either. Instead, you'll likely hit what is known as an exercise plateau. You've become so good at ducking and punching that it's just not challenging anymore. So there's no need for your fitness level to improve either. Easiest way to avoid a plateau is to change which app and movement patterns you're using. Exercise at a different intensity or target a different skill. Switch from box classes to flow or dance, incorporate more mobility, yoga, Pilates, and reevaluate if you should be an intermediate or head up to those advanced classes. Almost everyone hits a plateau at some point. But as long as you keep challenging yourself, you'll keep seeing improvement. Next, let me share the #1 reason why so many VR fitness routines fall apart. Answer this question out loud. Why do you work out? I'll wait. Okay, now hold that thought. We'll come back to it. Let's say your goal is to be more confident. Now you have to decide what confident looks like to you. Problem is that most people never actually define what success looks like for them, which makes it almost impossible to even notice if you reached your goal or not. So let's say that your next milestone in your confidence journey is to post a workout picture on social media by the end of summer. Great! Now all you have to do is pick a VR app that will help you get there. Examples of confidence-boosting sessions include tracking the number of hits in a single FitXR hit session, light sports strength training with external weights that can be increased over time, or learning martial art patterns in post-AR. As your skills and scores keep improving, so will your confidence, making it easier to show off that body you love and are proud of. And the second you post that picture for everyone to see, you know you've hit your goal. All right, so now it's time to revisit your specific goal, the one that you said out loud earlier, and the VR workouts that you are currently doing. Ask yourself this: are my workouts actually moving me towards my goal? So often do I see people making this mistake. So I've made an entire video that breaks down the best VR fitness apps for different goals and outcomes. So make sure you watch it next so that you can avoid being stuck and finally get the results you've always wanted.